Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my November favorites. I can't believe today is December already. December 1st, it's just gone by so quickly this year, and it's been a really long time since I've done a favorites video, and I thought it would be appropriate because I have a lot of favorites this month, a lot of new products that I've been using that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's get into this. So I am going to start with some hair products that I've been using that I've been really enjoying. Since I cut my hair short, I have been using a lot of product in my hair, which I didn't used to because it needs more product to actually be able to style it, which I never styled my hair before. So anyway, the first thing, this is a dry shampoo. This is the Clairol Hair Food. It's a sulfate-free dry shampoo infused with kiwi fragrance. So this is what it looks like. I picked mine up at Target, and it was really inexpensive. I cannot remember the price, but it was definitely under $10. And I have been really loving this. So I have tried a lot of dry shampoos, and for the most part, they've all worked pretty much the same for me. This one is crazy, you guys. This one gives you so much volume, like insane amount of volume, but you have to be light-handed with it. The first time I used it and I wasn't used to the formula, I put what I would normally put for a regular dry shampoo, which I use quite a bit usually because I like to build up the volume. With this one, when I did that, my hair was like almost standing up straight. It was so, like, it gives you texture. So for those of you who have really thin, fine hair like I do, mine is baby fine, I have a really hard time building up volume in my hair. But this is like magic. It gives you so much volume. So definitely be careful with it though. Start out slow and build it up so that you don't overdo it, because it is easy to overdo it with this one. But I love this. Next product is another hair product. This is from Alterna. I actually got this in a 500 point perk, so this is like a mini size. This is their Caviar Repair Lengthening Hair and Scalp Elixir. So what I've been doing with this is massaging it into my scalp, specifically on my temple area. I have very thin, fine hair, and because of my psoriasis, I do have some bald spots. So where I've lost hair, and it's regrowing, but it's really slow. So I've been kind of massaging this into the areas like right around here where I really need the extra help. And I haven't seen like a significant amount of improvement yet because it is something that I've only started using. But I really like the scent of it. I like the way that it works into the hair and scalp. It doesn't make your hair look oily or greasy. It's really, really lightweight, and I'll definitely give you guys an update and let you know if it helps with the regrowth or the growing faster. It's supposed to help your hair grow faster. So yeah, I'll let you know about that, but I really like the formulation of it. I've used some other ones in the past where it just feels oily or greasy, and this one doesn't do that, so I really like it. Next, I have a couple skincare favorites to share with you. So this first one is from the Sephora collection. This is the waterproof eye makeup remover, and this is the large size. It was only $14 for this size, which is a really good deal because there's a lot in here. And it is the kind that, you know, separates and you have to shake it up before you use it. But I've been using this for like a month and I've hardly made a dent in it. It lasts forever. You only need a tiny, tiny bit, and it gets everything off. So I just put a little bit on my cotton round, hold it on my eye, and just wipe it away, and everything comes off. It's amazing. It works so good, and this is gonna last me forever. So I definitely recommend checking this out. They have smaller sizes too. There's a size that's like about this big, and then a little baby one in the beauty to go area, but it's a really, really affordable option. Even the drugstore eye makeup removers that I've tried are like $10, and you're not getting nearly as much as you get in here, so this is a really good deal. And the next skincare item, this is from Peter Thomas Roth. This is actually a deluxe sample size that I got from work. This is called the Hydrating Serum, and it is 75% hyaluronic acid. So let me show you what that looks like. So if you don't know, hyaluronic acid is extremely, extremely hydrating. And since this is 75%, it basically is almost like putting pure hyaluronic acid on your face. I mean, it's very, very concentrated. So this is perfect for hydrating your skin. I've been using this like a serum in the morning, so what I'll do is I'll put this on first, and a little bit goes a long way. One little pump will do the whole face. So I put this on first and then follow it up by a lightweight moisturizer, and it's really helped me out a lot. This time of year I get dry, but recently I was getting like actual texture on my skin from dryness. Once I started using this, it went away within a few days. So now my skin is a lot more hydrated and a lot more even. So this is a really good option for you ladies who have dry skin, or even if you're like me and just this time of year you get more dry. This was like a miracle worker for me. So I have a couple brushes to mention before I get into the makeup. Both of these are actually from the Tarte Holiday Brush Kit, which I mentioned in a few videos before, but if you haven't picked up that kit, it's such a great deal. We've been sold out at our store, but if you can find it online or in a store, you definitely should pick it up. It's only $44 and you get 5 brushes, but 2 of the brushes in the kit are like part of my favorites this month because I've been using them pretty much every single day and I absolutely love them. The first one is the foundation brush, which is like a flat top kabuki. Mine's dirty because of course I used it today, but I just love how soft this is, and it's such a large brush head. You can really buff out your whole face in like so fast, like half the time it takes with my other foundation brushes. It's really quick, really easy. The nice thing about this is that it can really sheer out your foundation, so if you want a more natural look, you can really sheer it out, make it look really flawless, but really natural at the same time. I don't know, there's just something about this brush. I love it, I love it, I love it, and if you can get your hands on it, you need to. And then the other brush from that collection is this little wispy brush, and when I first saw this, I was like, I don't know if I'll really use it, but I have been absolutely loving this for a highlight brush. It works perfectly with the highlight that I'm going to mention in a minute. Because it's so soft and so flimsy, it just does a really good job of very delicately applying the powder so that it doesn't, you don't get streaky, or you don't get like that line of a highlight. You want it to really be diffused and kind of blend it into your blush and everything else that you have going on. So this just does a really good job of lightly applying it without overdoing it. So I've been loving this brush as well. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the makeup. So I'm going to talk about the highlighter first since I already kind of mentioned it. This is the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I know I've talked about this before and I know everyone raves about this one, but I could not mention it because I've been using it nearly every single day. This is the Jaclyn Hill collab with Sephora. I don't think that you can get this in store anymore. However, I think it is still available online, and there is definitely a holiday kit that comes with this one, the blushed copper and the pearl highlight from Becca as well. But if you can get this one still, definitely you'll want to pick it up if you don't have it already. It's just a beautiful peachy glow, and I don't know, there's something about the way that this looks on the cheeks. It just makes you look like you're glowing, and it's just beautiful and very natural at the same time. So I definitely recommend this highlight. It's gorgeous. I have 2 eyeshadow palettes to talk about. I have been using one of these 2 palettes nearly every single day. They are in my everyday makeup drawer, so of course, I've been using them more, but this is what I'm wearing today. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and I've had this for a little while now, but I wasn't like that into using it until I pulled it into my makeup drawer this time, on my everyday makeup drawer, and I've been using this like crazy. So I used it today for the look that I did, as I mentioned. I just have been really into this last month wearing all matte looks and like very neutral, very kind of basic eye looks. So that's usually not my style. I usually like some sort of shimmer or something, but I don't know, for some reason this month I've been doing the all matte thing, and I've been using this a lot because there's so many matte shades in here and there's just so many different things to play with. So this shade here I wanted to mention in particular because I've been using this one a ton in my crease as like my transition color, but today I actually use this deeper kind of reddish brown, and I loved that too. But anyways, this palette is just so versatile and so beautiful. I love it. And then the other one is the Laura Mercier Eye Artist palette. This one is not all matte, but I'll show you. There is a lot of matte in here. So I've been using this a lot too and creating some all matte looks using this palette. I have been using the shimmery colors here and there as well, but I absolutely love like this Plum Smoke, for example, is gorgeous matte, kind of a dusty purple color. This Vanilla Nuts is like perfect brow bone highlight, and it's also all matte. So I don't know, just the combination of these two palettes, I've just been really loving both of these this month. A couple more powder products to talk about. This one actually surprised me, and I definitely wanted to mention it because I've been really enjoying it. This is from Shop Miss A. This is the Clean Color Tanned Roar Matte Bronzer in the shade Tahiti Matte. So this is shade number 3. And you know, these Shop Miss A makeup can be really a hit or miss, but the Clean Color products in general I've found are pretty good. So this one is just a really nice, it's a matte mid-tone brown, and I've been using it to warm up the skin. I've also been using it as a contour. And it's just, it doesn't swatch very good. I'm trying to get a good swatch for you guys, and it's really, really blotchy when you swatch it. But when you apply it with a brush, it applies beautifully. The only thing is it doesn't stay or doesn't last all day as well as some of my other high-end bronzers. But for $1, it does a really good job. So I definitely recommend this if you're shopping the Shop Miss A site and you're wondering what to pick up. This one is a really great bronzer. And then the last like powder product I have to talk about is this Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is from the Beauty To Go, so this is not the full size, and I wish I had the full size. The only thing I don't like about this is that the smaller size, you can't dip your brush in very good. I do wish I picked up the full size just to make it easier. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of product because the product kind of spills everywhere, which is kind of a bummer because I love this. This I've been using mostly just for setting my under eye. However, I have used it a few times to set my whole face. It does okay for setting the whole face as well, but for the under eye, it is like magic. It just is beautiful. If you have not tried this powder, and I waited a long time, I heard so many people talking about this, and I finally just decided to get it during the VIB sale, and I'm so, so glad I did. And I can't wait till the next VIB sale so I can buy the larger size, but I definitely have been really enjoying this. Okay, now I have some eye products to talk about. The first one is from Tarte. I know I have spoken about this a million times and you guys are probably sick of hearing about it, but this is the Tarte Opening Act Lash Priming Serum. And I got this in gratis, and I have been using it like every single day since I got it in gratis. And it is starting to run low, so I'm actually gonna have to toss it soon and get a new one, but I love this. If you've never tried it before, you definitely should give it a try. It is one of those white serums that go on first, but it really gives your lashes so much volume, so much length, and it is a serum too, so it does help to improve your like overall health of your lashes and help them grow thicker and fuller, and it really does do a great job. And then you of course follow it up with a mascara, but I've been just really loving this, so I had to mention that one as well. And then I have two eyeliners to talk about. So the first one is from Physicians Formula. So I recently, like a few days ago, ran out of my Kat Von D Trooper liner. It just totally went out on me. I had to toss it, and I was like halfway done with my liner, so I had to pull out this. And this is the Eye Booster in Ultra Black from Physicians Formula. I've been using this for years, and I just forgot how much I love it because I've been using my Kat Von D one for so long. But when I pulled this out and had to use it, I was like, oh my gosh. There's a little swatch. I almost can't decide if I like it better than the Kat Von D one. I might like it better. It's pretty close. I would say they're pretty even. The difference is this one's like $10 to $12, and you can find it at Target and Walgreens and, you know, the drugstore. And the Kat Von D one is like $19 or $20, so. Okay, and then the other liner that I wanted to talk about, I just recently reviewed this, and I will put a link above for you guys, but I did want to mention it because I've been using it so much in the month of November. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Liner in the shade Legend, which is just black, and it's an ultra black. It's very creamy, and it just is the only waterline pencil that I've been able to use that doesn't transfer all over my eye. So I've been really enjoying this. I've been using it like crazy, so I definitely do recommend that one. Okay, this video is gonna be so long, but 2 more products that I really wanted to mention real quick because I have been using them a lot and loving them. This is the OCC Lip Tarte Primer. Now, OCC was formerly carried at Sephora, and I picked this up when they were clearancing out the OCC products because they were no longer going to be carrying them. I don't know where you can find OCC now. I'm sure that you can find it probably online. I don't think it's that difficult to find, but it is no longer carried by Sephora. But I have been loving this lip primer. It's the only lip primer that I've used that I feel like really actually does extend the wear of my lip product. And it's also hydrating at the same time. It's just a clear primer. It goes on kind of like a gel, and you just massage it onto your lips. And what I do is I put this on and then I'll do something else like my eyes or my contour or something while I let it sit for a minute, and then I put on my lipstick, and it definitely extends the wear of my lipstick. It also works really good with liquid lipsticks, which I love because it keeps them a little bit more hydrated. Liquid lipsticks can be so drying. It's nice to have something underneath there to hydrate your lips. So I just really like the formula on that one, and I do recommend trying it if you can get your hands on it. Okay, the very last thing that I wanted to mention, which I am wearing today, is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So you guys, I really love this foundation. I have always been a believer in drugstore foundation, and I think that drugstore foundation is such a great value compared to high-end foundation, but I'd never found a high-end foundation that I was like, okay, I'm going to give up my drugstore foundations for this, you know, one that was like worth the money, worth the extra money. Until I found this one. I'm not kidding. This foundation is amazing. It looks flawless but natural at the same time, which is really hard to achieve, and it also lasts all day. It doesn't wear off funny. You don't get like creases or cracking, or like my nose is my trouble area where I'll get like those little splotches where it's kind of worn away, even though I set it and use a primer. But with this foundation, it does not do that. It doesn't move around, it doesn't oxidize, it just wears beautifully. And on, just for an example, on Black Friday or on Thanksgiving Day, I got up around 7 o'clock and did my makeup, 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving. I had my whole day with my family and friends, you know, eating turkey, playing with the kids, just went about my day. And then I had to go to work at 10 p.m. at Sephora, and I didn't get off till 3 a.m. So I had put this on, like I mentioned, 7 o'clock in the morning. When I left for work at 10 p.m., I just repowdered because I just wanted, you know, to freshen it up a little bit. So I did put a little bit more powder over the top, and that's all I did. And I went to work and worked till 3 a.m. And when I got home, my makeup didn't look flawless, but it still held up really, really nicely. And that is a very long wear. That's nearly 24 hours. So for it to do that good, I don't think there's any other foundation that I've ever tried that could hold up that well for that amount of time. So I definitely think this foundation definitely is something special. And if you haven't tried it, just go to Sephora and get a sample. They can give you a free sample of it so you can try it for yourself and see if it works as well for you. Okay, so now I'm totally out of breath. I feel like I've been talking a mile a minute, but I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video. If you have questions or comments, leave them below for me. And please subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much to me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.